I think the main inspiration was the iconic structures that allow the telescopic gas tanks to expand and have now become redundant. So we sought to find a way in which those structures could actually be reused. And therefore the design involves the hoisting up of a canopy inside those structures using that very braced and strong structure. Rather than the more common use for them at the moment, which is tending to fill them with new sets of flats, which leave the structure as a redundant structure essentially around the outside. So that was the main inspiration, and it actually gave us a very Colosseum-like environment inside, in which the audience could entirely surround one of the sporting events taking place, and we named a number of events that could happen in there, such as boxing, and even glass squash courts could be incorporated in the middle of that. The second part of the question about the use of the Zero OSB was that we were able to provide underneath that enlarged canopy a composite structure of timber and OSB. The OSB was particularly useful as a structural material that allowed us to be able to cantilever the raked seating underneath that.
And I think also the idea of trying to push the material so that it could be a finishing material, something raw, on the top, and also use it as a raw material, not to cover it up, and that it's fully demountable as well. So it's sort of perfect. You're making a shelter, and then you're building this demountable structure underneath.
I think the challenge that we often face is trying to reduce the number of different materials from different locations. So we've done a number of buildings now where, for example, we've replaced cavity wall construction with something like cellular clay blocks for the entirety of the wall. So we've got rid of all of the cavity, the insulation, the wall ties, everything. It's just one single element of the wall. It's almost going back 200 or 300 years, if you like, but providing the modern level of insulation in there. So here we were looking for a material where it was self-finished that we could use for the raked seating, which people could walk on and also sit on as well. And the OSB, Zero OSB, lent itself very well to that purpose.
So really, in terms of sustainability, we're very much looking at reducing the amount of materials, and when you decide on a material, to then use that fully, and not kind of try and source lots of different materials from different places. So that's part of being quite a simple approach.
I think it's been enlightening to see the different range that is offered in terms of OSB and the different finishes that are possible with those. In the case of this project, we were looking for something of a temporary building, so we were able to use the Zero OSB rather than going for something more of a flooring material here, knowing that there would be a fairly limited lifespan of this building to be used. So it was interesting to see the different products that were available.